with you. I'm just freshly back from North Carolina. I was able to go up to Asheville and see the Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh my gosh, spectacular, majestic, magic. I was in a bubble of light. That's what I can say about that. I've got tingles even thinking about it. Hope all of you had a wonderful week. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. I get to see her. You guys don't. This is okay.
Good morning. I was muting myself. So we're live. We're ready to go.
We are. So ready to go. What do we want to go with?
All right. Well, we only had a few questions this week. Last week we had way more than, it's kind of ebbs and flows, So this is a time for us to do a little more talking about other things. I'd like us to talk a little more about the Empowered Empath online workshop. It starts next week, next Tuesday. And we were going to do an event to explain to people a little bit more about what being an empath is, and are you one or are you not one? And you were out of town, I was out of town, and so our time kind of got crunched. So I was hoping that this morning we could talk a little bit about what it means to be an empath. I've got some questions that we talked about, and how people energetically connect and feel another person's energy. And, people do a type of reading it without even knowing they're doing it. And then the symptoms, I like that a lot, the symptoms of being an empath.
The word symptoms, it's like, oh my gosh, I've got this illness.
Yes.
And truthfully, it's our nature. People believe they are not empathetic, and in truth, we all are to some degree. Some are more sensitive than others. We're energy. We are energy. And our science has proven it. And as we move through our world, we are connecting not just with those around us, we're connecting with the things around us too. Objects hold energy, and empathetically, we pick up on that energy. Say you get an antique. You know what? Everybody who's been around that has left energy on it. And energetically, you connect to that. You bring it into you on an emotional, physical, and mental level. This is a fun way to start because we many times think of being empathic as just connecting with people. But like I said, we connect with the objects. So you start bringing in this energy, and you start seeing it as yours. This is going on with you. Not realizing you're picking it up from an inanimate object, the energy that was left on it. That's part of being an empath. And, it's so interesting when I do these shows because people, we're energetically connected. And I started to talk about the furniture antiques. My whole throat chakra started to shut down. So there's somebody out there that has older furniture around them. It's been passed through the family, and it is actually shutting down your ability to speak your own truth because it was passed down to the people that own this. See, that's how easy it is to connect to this, and there is no time. There's no distance, no time, nothing. And it is affecting us on a daily basis, hourly, minutely. Minutely? Is that a word? It is now. Hey, it all got made up somewhere. And so one of the things about the class is to actually discuss this so you're able to discern what is yours. And, I really and have strongly disagreed from moment one with this need to protect. Protect means you have to be fearful. You have to worry. All that does is lower your vibration, increase exactly what you don't want. So instead, it's bringing it back to empowered, being in your energy, being in your light. The more you claim yourself and the more that you bring your light out, the lower vibrational energy connects. So you get freed up. And that's what it's so much. we don't have to walk around fatigued. We don't have to walk around emotionally distraught. And it's okay to pull in the emotions. And one of the things that came to me this week while I was gone, last week while I was gone, I guess I'm here this week, and no time, no distance, right, is we have the ability to transmute the energy that we draw in to love. So to bring in that beautiful energy that feels so low, so uncomfortable, to shift it and bring it to love. How about that? So, shall I go on, or is there another question, Nancy? Just go on and on?
Well, I had a question because you had a really major transformation when you became, and not many of us actually have that. That's pretty, well, maybe not rare, but I don't know too many other people that have
phenomenal.
Had this. Yeah.
And it is.
You've had that transformation, and so you came really fully into this knowingness that you have, and knowing that you're empathic. And most of the rest of us, that's not something that's happening. So, how can we access this easier?
Well, one of the things, and yes, I did have an experience that changed my life in an instant. And I stepped into this awareness. I connected with my ancient energy, this knowing self, because we are so much more than just these physical expressions of life. And you notice I said expressions of life because we have so many expressions of life. And that is aspects of us that are divinely knowing. We're being those that, okay, I got to step back on my words a little bit. First of all, be willing to do it the way that is perfect for you. One of the things that happens when I speak to groups, they're going, oh, I want to do it like you, or, oh, now I understand. My truth isn't necessarily your truth and the way you are to do it. Become comfortable inside of yourself. Start listening to your inner voice. That inner voice, the guidance, is soft, comfortable, and loving. It is not fear-based. And as you stop and you listen and you hear and you feel, you will be guided to what is perfect to you. It's like this online course. If you're hearing this, yes, please do this. This is perfect for you. Then do it. Give yourself permission to do it instead of second guessing. And that's what happens with a lot of people is they'll feel this and then they start guessing and going, gosh, I should doubt. I should worry. What will people think? What do I think? If this isn't right, you will be guided to what is your next step, whether it be a book in a bookstore. But instead of reading it as if it's the utmost truth, take in those parts that are perfect for you and feel them. Take time. Let yourself digest, feel, and do it at a pace that's perfect for you. But the main thing is giving yourself permission to expand your knowledge base. If you find yourself trapping yourself in your mind going, well, this is impossible, this isn't me, this is for somebody else, that is the fear-based ego. Instead of hold it, this has my attention. This is calling to me. I am going to look into it because there's information for me there. There's knowledge. And allow yourself to be easily moving on your own journey. And see, as I'm talking about this, people's throat chakras are shutting down. People become so worried about what will my family think? What will my friends think? What will? Yet, that isn't your truth. That's theirs. And it's so interesting is because as soon as I said that, next start tightening. Okay, I'm giving examples of an empath. You pick it up on a physical level also. Throat starts shutting down, tension in the neck, worry, stress. And that's how quickly and easily it happens without people being aware. You may be the person that is the guiding light for your family and friends. Give yourself permission to live your truth and do what's right for you. Honor the way you feel. That is the best way to do this. Trust and honor what you feel. It will feel much more calm. It will not feel erratic. It will not feel hectic. It will not feel worrisome or fearful. It will feel calm. It will feel peaceful. It will feel loving and supportive. And that's how you walk your journey. If you get into the fear, okay, let yourself be there. Ask what it's about. Because we do have this little chatter mind going on. What do they call it? A monkey mind that goes, and it'll pull you into old ways. Well, remind yourself that's ego fear and that you're willing to move past that, to quiet it. And I do have people say, how do you quiet your mind? Refocus your attention. Put on some background music, very, not necessarily elevator music, but calm, peaceful music. Put white noise on or go sit in the woods. This is the one I love here. And this is for, there are people that are not crazy about nature. I just don't know many of those people. Anyway, you want to feel how empathetic you are? Go into a busy mall and see how you feel. Then the next day, go to a place in nature. If you're in a city, go to a park. Sit down by a tree. If you're somewhere else, go sit in the woods and see how you feel. You're going to notice a profound difference. When you're in that hectic mall, you're just going to be like this, and you're going to find your body aches, and you're on an emotional roller coaster. But then you go sit in nature, and everything becomes perfect, calm, comfortable. They keep going to calm and comfortable. So for all of you out there that are really requiring calm and comfortable today, take a deep breath in and exhale out all your worries and tension. Again, one more deep breath in and exhale out. There you go. Much better. Anyway, and yes, I talk to you exactly as if you're sitting right in this room with me, because energetically you are. You are as connected to me. Now, I want you to notice something too. I'm not worried about it. I am not afraid you're going to drain my energy, that you will deplete me, you will fatigue me, you will bombard me. Do you want to know why? Because I am holding my light and I'm sending you love. See, it's impossible to drain someone who is holding their light. Now, that doesn't mean I stay there every bit of the time, because I'm walking the human expression of life just like everybody else. Yet while I'm aware of it, and that's the key right there, being aware, checking in with yourself, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body. And then asking, is this mine or somebody else's? This is what we're going to address. And it's so empowering. And that's the most important aspect of this, is empowerment. You know what? There are people out here that are not going to want to hear this. And that is, coming home on the airplane from North Carolina, is the class was going through my mind. And all of a sudden I heard this. Some people don't want to be in their own personal power. Ooh. And the why? Because then you have to take responsibility for what is happening in your life. You don't get to blame this person or this situation or that situation. You get to own it. And that is very intimidating for some of us, to say this. Yet once we do step into this and say, wow, this is me, I'm the one doing all of this, then you become empowered. Then, and you do it without judging. We're taught to judge. What are we judging? Being human? Well, that's part of this life experience. So once we quit judging and we start embracing who we are, life becomes easy. Then we go ahead and step into our power. And we say, oh, okay, I'm creating this. And we are able to look at things more clearly. And this all went down to people's second chakra. That's our where we have our childhood issues, our sensuality, our creative experiences. So there again, only this time, this is what's magnificent. The chakras opened. That opened. See, stepping into your own power gives you the freedom to be you, this beautiful expression of life. And your chakras open and balance as you do this. So, I have so much fun doing these shows. I could just go blah, 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 and keep going on. I am so technical. Shall we do that again? I just did that so the whole world could see it. Wow. Welcome to my world, people.
All right, Sherry, we've got a couple questions, but I want to say one more thing. I want you to say one more thing about the Empowered Empath course. And we're going to do a small group, and it's live.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully everyone that's joined can be with you live. We will have recordings.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be able to interact individually with each person who's in the course. It's not just you're going to be a talking head and they're going to sit. It's going to be participatory.
Exactly. The way I wanted it done is we're going to have this hour of instruction. It doesn't mean other people cannot talk during that hour, but then also a half hour of conversation afterwards. How does this affect you? What did you learn? What do you have questions about? And it's understanding it's relatable for everybody who is in the class. And this is, one of the ways we grow and we open is having these connections. One of the things my group has always said, I'm not here to speak at you. I'm here to participate with you. This is your life. Allow yourself to participate. It isn't to be here and have somebody address you and act as if they are all knowledgeable and you know nothing. It is only to trigger your awareness so you actually connect with your own knowledge base. We are not here to talk at you, children of Earth. We are here to participate with you. And that's one of the other things. We know wherever I go, my group is with me. And so, of course, they will step in and out they're saying as respectfully as possible. Whatever that means. Oh.
That's great. That's great. All right. So the online Empowered Empath workshop starts October 2nd. You can either go to the website and find the link to the page at the top of the menu. It says the Empowered Empath workshop. Or on the Facebook page, right under the top banner that says, the Empowered Empath Online Workshop starts October 2nd. Sign up now. If you click the blue sign up button, it will take you to somewhere. Where will it take us?
It takes us to
that website page.
Yes. Now, I did have a woman who was trying to get through today, and for whatever reason, had a little difficulty. So I have to check it on the website. The link goes to Square Up, which is a completely safe site. If there's any difficulty, email me or give me a call, and we'll get you signed up.
Excellent.
Any way you look at it, we will get this done.
And we reduced the price, so it's what, $99? For
the original
a 5-week
price
course, yeah.
Yes, the original price was $175, and this is where we listen, people. Is so many people said, "Oh my gosh, I want to do this, I really do, but I cannot budget this in." I'm thinking, what the heck? Let's just go on down a little bit, and so we did.
Yeah.
And remember, 5 weeks. This is an hour and a half. It's in the evening at a time that, well, we have one lady's joining from out of state, and she goes, well, I guess I can stay up late one night a week. And this is the thing, is working with across the globe, is we have the different hours. So on the West Coast, people are going, yay, I'll be off work. I'll have my commute done, and I can decompress for a little bit. And other people saying, yeah, I'm going to have to stay up a little late, but you're worth it. This is worth it. I am worth it. And so we, just putting it in there to the best to fit everybody's schedule. And it's done on Zoom. It will be recorded, and those recordings will be available even after class. And so you can go back to them.
Yes.
I'm excited. I am so excited.
All right. So let's finally get to some questions. We got a couple of questions. Barbara has been hanging in all the morning waiting for her question. How would I know for sure if I am receiving the truth from heaven when I feel there are others interfering through my messages?
First of all, when we have any type of fear going on with these questions, there's interference. It can be your own ego mind, the fear, the worry, the doubt. Sweetheart, I want you to breathe. Today seems to be an exercise in how empathy works, because the moment I connected with Barbara, all of a sudden, honey, I just cannot breathe. Now, here's something to remember. Breath is life for human beings. If we are not breathing, we are not living. So when we're holding our breath, what part of life are you? Oh, okay, they want to go with light. And life are you holding out? Where are you fearful? Let go of, and there are many religions out there and many religious interpretations. And I did notice that Barbara said heaven. Well, that insinuates there's a hell, and there's a strong belief in these. And so give yourself permission to see past the religious training. That's going to help. And look at the expansiveness of life. Look at, what you call God and spirit as pure love. Because that's what God is pure love. That's what life is, pure love. When you're feeling the other, you're in the illusion of the human ego mind, the fear. So one of the ways to tell is it's loving, it's supportive, it's calming, it's peaceful. You feel the beauty in it. You do not feel distress. You do not feel worry. You feel the truth in it. It is only when this comes in and you start moving to the mind and questioning and wondering and doubting that you bring in the lower vibrations. To embrace your own light is to feel it inside of you. Darling one, feel the beauty of life that you are. Feel the beingness of you. You're already elevating, and the fear-based worry and thought is falling away. And that is how you are able to discern the truth. Trust yourself. Trust your heart. Yet it will always come through in beauty. It isn't to say guidance won't come in disruption, because if that's what you're used to, it will continue to come that way until you break through that pattern. So, and this is the way it comes in, and I don't want to go in too deeply, but Barbara, honey, you'll start on your path, and then it shows you getting tangled up in your own feet and kind of tripping and falling. And that's what that's telling me, is you go into your head. And you do start checking with those outside of it. What are they thinking? What are they doing? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? And it's like, whew, let it go. Let that go. And just breathe and trust. We're all aspects of God. Light, love. Let your truth be love. So. Okay.
I always have to get myself to unmute my microphone here. All right. And Denise asked, let's see, it's kind of long. For the last 2 months, my life has been much harder than normal. Everything is going wrong, from my job, income, to unexpected vet bills. It seems nothing will go right. I keep telling karma, you got me confused with someone else. Is there a reason for this? A lesson I'm not getting? Could I have really signed up for all this mess before I was born? Are you allowed to tell me which way I'm supposed to venture next?
And I love you, but yes, you did sign up for it. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself into, and this challenge is to bring you through the other side. Now, the other side here on earth, not crossing over other side, okay? You're not going anywhere. We set up these challenges. We don't set life in just this blissful existence at this time. This is part of the human expression. We don't have to learn things through all of these hard knocks, but at this time, this is where the human expression of life is, which we can change in the blink of an eye. First of all, sweetheart, do you think my life's a piece of cake just because I do this? Well, think again. Let's see. I've had financial worries. My husband died. Up and down emotions. It's part of this. It's just part of it. It's our agreement. One of the things to remember is to disentangle from the energy of fear that's going on. This, what's coming next? What's coming next? This is going to happen. Oh my God, what's coming next? Because that's taking you right and holding you right in places to where you're already at, and just creates more of it. That distress. We create with our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, our understanding. Instead, sit with yourself for a little bit and ask what this time period represents to you, because this is not the first time you've gone through something like this. Not exactly like it, but similar. Now, I want you to notice you came through those times, and you came through knowing more about yourself. But I do want you to take this energy of going, it says crisis energy. And so look back at past crisis in your life. And then attach to what it is you want in your life. And that is comfort, financial security. Your job's not supporting you. How do you attract in a more supportive role where you work, or choose another? And this is something to remember also, is when we create these challenges, there are times it's saying, hey, you've been holding on a little too long to this. And so it's time for you to create a big change in your life. So ask what changes you would like to make, and do it without worry and fear. This one here is a challenge. And it says, do your best to smile through it. Love yourself through it. The more you honor who you are and love who you are and support who you are, the more you create outside of you this loving, supportive life. And it's okay for you to have one, because the moment I put that out there, all of a sudden there's a part of your mind that went, well, I don't know. There's other people out there in much worse, scenarios than I am, and they're suffering. And if I have a good life, what about? That's a belief system that's in the back of your mind that you're not aware of. And it's okay to address this belief system. It's okay to step into it and say, hold it. Why is it there? Where did it come from? And now I choose to create a new expression of life, one that supports me, one that I'm happy, one that I financially secure. And as I do this, I'm a living example for others. Don't hold yourself down because you believe it takes from somebody else. Show others there's a way to do it differently. And now here's the thing. This isn't lasting. I want you to see all your animals healthy and whole. See money coming in. I want you to bless all money that goes out. Every bit of money that you put out, bless it. Send it out with love. And see it come back to you tenfold. See, I started to start with fivefold, but you'll actually accept tenfold. So if you send out $5, see it coming back to you in lovely, surprising ways as $50. You give out 10, 100. But bless it. Know it's going out and supporting. Money's just energy. Now, we're going to step into this empathic thing again, because what people do not understand at times is they're also, and I want you to listen to this a lot, picking up on the collective consciousness. I want you to look at what's going on with the area you are in and where there's a lot of worry. And this worry is about money. And money is not a dirty word. So say, I have lots of money. It's okay to do that. But also look at some of these other areas. And it feels like you've been really paying attention to the traumas around Earth, the floods and all of this, and feeling all of their worry, their pain, and their loss. That energy is accumulating within you and also creating outside of you in your own world. You're not going through a flood or a fire or anything like that, but you are in distress. So be able to discern what's yours and what somebody else, send it back to them with love. Know that they chose those life experiences for what is important for them at a soul level. And as I'm talking to you, I can feel you reclaiming yourself. There's a breath. You're still stuck in your power chakra. And so allow the power chakra to open. Breathe. Thank you. And this is what's really fun. If you aren't listening right now and you listen later, these same things are coming through. Let your voice come through. We almost have a stranglehold on the voices today. So I want everybody to breathe into their throat chakra, right into the center of it, and see this beautiful, brilliant sky blue light. Just open, expand, balance, and align, and go out and allow you to speak your truth in the most loving and perfect way. Oh, did you notice that shift in your throat? Some of you did instantly. This lump, this rock is gone. That's as easy as it is. We make it hard because we get into our heads. And yes, I have a charmed life. Nothing ever goes wrong. Right, Nancy? She's laughing at me. It is charmed, but I can't say everything that just goes even keel all the time. I won't say right or wrong. Whatever lesson's perfect for me does come up.
Well, we learn a lot, though. I mean, if we learn and we grow and we create more. And if we didn't have challenges, I think we'd all be bumps on a log and be pretty bored. But it's magical learning how to take those challenges and turn them into new opportunities to love and grow.
Well, and this is it. And, one of the things my group told me a long time ago is mankind or humankind is afraid of being bored because without the challenges, what will you do here? Now, remember, as we evolve, there's always more to do. It's just at a different level. But what if we go back for just a moment in these beautiful expressions of light and love that you are and feel that calm, feel that peace, feel that love, feel the perfection of all that you are. Feel the love that you are. This beautiful light expression of. Now bring that fully into these physical bodies and carry that with you for this day and forward. Notice how calm and how peaceful you feel. Taking a breath that comes easy, delightfully. Children of Earth, this is who you are. Let these expressions of life be delightful. Even in their distresses is delight. What if you sat and laughed through your distress? People would think you were insane, or you would move through it quite easily. No, it is not that you will be ignoring the worries and upsets and the traumas of the world. For automatically, many of you went to your head and thought, if I do this, then I am not seeing life. I am turning my back on those who are suffering. You are never turning your back. Your heart is sending out the energy of love. You will find that you have other ways to support the beings that feel as if they are suffering. You will be the light that shows and shines upon them as they find their own light. You will show them beauty. You do not have to hold to strife to create a different life, for that is impossible. You will show them love, and you support with love, and life evolves then with love. The change you are seeking comes. Wow. My, oh my, guys. They have a pretty insightful message for us today. I liked it. Feel how calm and wonderful we feel. Hold that energy to you, because that's what's going to create your day and your week and your month. When you're seeing somebody who's suffering, or even yourself, if you're suffering, for yourself, see what else it is you would like, and ask questions. Where is this coming from? And then allow yourself to see a different way. If you see somebody who's suffering, reach your hand out in love. See them supported in love. Enough food, enough clear water, perfect air, perfect skies, beautiful lands, harmony. And yes, we are saying the words that will trigger awareness within you, for this is part of the agreement that is ours with you. Oh, I'm feeling all soft and tingly. Oh, so I hope that answered everything.
All right, Jerry. I think that should do it. Let me just check.
Okay, and then I have an announcement.
Oh, Barbara was asking, can we change the karma or the contract we made before coming to Earth?
Of course. You're not locked into any reality. And Barbara, it's a matter of rewriting your script, letting go of the old beliefs. Karma can be, there's people that are really going to argue with this one. Karma can be cleared in the blink of an eye. That is one of the things. I wrote a book, or they wrote a book called, what is it called? I'm Not Grounded. I can't remember the name of my very own book. Wisdom of the Ancients, a manuscript of life essentials, which I have copies of, that if you choose to order one, I can. Gosh, I sound like I should be on TV, that salesperson for, Anyway, but it does address that we may clear karma in the blink of an eye. We're not attached to the karmic wheel to the extent people believe. But that's a whole nother show. So yes, Barbara, sit down, rewrite your script. What do you want in your life? And first of all, you're very finished with many of the things that you believe you're still attached to. It's those old belief systems that are holding you attached, that you must do it this way. Sweetie, start looking at the good in your life. I want you to this is your exercise for this week. You have a homework assignment, and that is to spend the week seeing the positives and the beauty in your life. When you start going back into that negative old message, redirect your focus to something you find beautiful, something you find positive, something that brings joy, something that adds to your love of life. And I want to talk to you next week and see the change. Yet, if you choose to do this, you're going to find it's a little tiny, just a tiny challenge. We don't want to put it out there big, because there's the habit of looking at gloom and doom. And so we want to refocus that energy, because whatever you focus the most energy on is what you attract to you. So your homework assignment, loving things, happy things, delightful things, joyful things, refocus your energy on that.
Can I just say that karma can also be perceived as what you just said? What you focus on is what you attract.
Mm-hmm. Karma, people got this idea that karma says all this bad stuff. But then again, the human expression has been, I'll do this negative level. It's like being an empath. Oh my God, it takes from me. And yes, I know I do the voices, and some people, that's just who I am, guys. Because this is how I talk to myself. It isn't a bad thing. None of it's bad. And it may be very positive in your life. It's recalibrating yourself to understand the positive effects of. See, Nancy and I have a karmic agreement. It is quite fun. We go through the human expression of life. We assist and we help each other in love. We may address each other at times in cranky old pants, but that's both of us. That's not one person, that's both of us. Yet then we come back into this beautiful, supportive, loving role. What a beautiful karmic expression, right? It doesn't have to be duress and discord all the time. Karmic agreements come in so many forms and fashions. Oh, I got tingles. It's going everywhere, around the head, everywhere. So have fun with that. Start asking yourselves, what's my karmic agreement with this person over here? What am I getting from them? What am I giving them? See, we could go on for hours, but we're not going to. This is where I live. This is what I love. I become endless energy while I'm doing this, but we do not want a 24/7 show. I have other parts of my life to live. I know Nancy does too. Just us, nobody else. No, just kidding.
So before I ask Barbara's question, you were going to say something about the show, the empath.
Oh no! I'm going to say something about something else.
Oh, say it.
I'm going to be at the Body, Mind, Spirit Expo in Portland, Oregon this weekend. So if you would like to talk to me in person, I'll be there. So all of you, Oregon, Portland, Body, Mind, Spirit Expo. I think it's called at the Convention Center, or what used to be the Convention Center. It's got Hoda Moda Center now or something.
No, that's the Coliseum Center. The Convention Center is still the Convention Center.
Okay. I just know how to get there. Who knows what it's called? But you can find it online.
And what day? Are you there both days, Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, and I will be speaking to the group on Saturday, to whoever, that's when I have my speaking. I think it's at 5 o'clock. But perfect place to be this weekend. So, yes.
This weekend is September 29th and 30th, 2018, because, this show is going to be out there forever.
Oh, that's right, forever. Infinity. Yeah, we might want to put that out there. I forget. What you do online stays there forever. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. What a beautiful way to show how we leave our imprint energetically. I mean, this is the way everything that we do is the same as the internet. We imprint, we leave energy. Oh, how fun. Now, doesn't that just boggle your mind? Okay, everybody. I
think we're complete for the week, huh?
I think so. And we will be back next week on the right day, Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And who knows what we'll talk about then. Don't forget to send your questions because I love answering them. And see where they take us. Fun stuff.
Very fun. All right, Sherry. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Bye-bye, guys. Love you.